Good morning, students. This is Untitled, your computer teacher, and we are discussing this on Scholar Public School online learning platform. And students, in our previous class, we have discussed about Unicodes, character sets, identifiers, means the keywords of Java. These are some of the things. Today, we are going to discuss about literals. What are literals? My dear students, literals are nothing but a constant value, means a fixed value. It will not change at all. Let's look over here. These are data items that have fixed or constant value. Fixed means it will not change. Okay. There are several literals that can be used in Java. Several types of literals are that. These can be used in Java. First is your integer literals or fixed point literals. We are going to discuss each and every point deeply, briefly afterwards. First of all, read their names. Integer literals or fixed point literals. Floating point literals. Boolean literals, character literals, string literals, null literals, class literals. These are different types, 7 types of literals which we can use in our Java programming. Let's read it briefly one by one. The first is your integer literals, fixed point literals. What are these integer literals? Integer literals are used to represent whole number. They are used to present whole number. Means it will be 0, 1, 2. Okay, this is known as whole number. It may be positive or negative. It will be positive or negative without a point or comma. There will be no point or no comma in it. For example is given here. 3625 is a valid integer literal. Okay, it is a valid integer literal. This value is a valid integer literal, whereas 3,625 is an invalid integer literal. Means it will show the value without having any point or comma. Means it will show the value directly like this without this. Okay, this is an valid literal, integer literal. Next, wait soon. Thank you. As it contains a comma. Okay, as it contains a comma in between, similarly 4.9 is an invalid integer. This is also invalid integer literals as it contains a decimal point, because it contains a decimal point. There are 3 types of integer literals that can be represented in Java. 3 types of integer literals that can be represented in Java. 3 prakar. Decimal base 10. The base with 10. This is known as decimal value. Decimal integer literals which uses digits from 0 to 9 to represent a number, decimal number. Second, octal, the base is 8. This is integral literals which has a value from 0 to 7. Okay, which uses digits from 0 to 7 to represent a number. Next, hexadecimal, base with 16. Okay, it uses the value from 0 to 9 and A to F. Okay. Integer literals which uses digits from 0 to 9 and A to F to represent a number. You must have read this in class 7, the number system. First chapter of a computer, that is number system. Okay. Next, talk about decimal integer literals. Let's read them briefly. User digits from 0 to 9, that is 10 digits. This is what you normally use to represent number in mathematics. This is a normal system which is used to represent the number in mathematics, but should not be prefixed with 0 point, plus or no symbols, or minus may be used to represent positive or negative number. We can use the minus symbol, but it is not required to use 0 point or plus. Okay, respectively. Thus, minus 12, 56 or plus 75 may be considered to be decimal integer literals. Okay. Octal integer literals. What is an octal? It uses the value what we have discussed before, 0 to 7. Good, very good. 8 digits. Its base is 8 and should be prefixed with 0 point, plus or no symbols or minus we use to represent the positive or negative number. Same like this only over here also. Thus, minus 0, 1, 2, 0, 5, 6. Okay, the numbers will be in 3 digits. Okay, and hexadecimal number will be in 4 digits. Okay, here decimal 2 digits, octal 3 digits. 0, 1, 2, 0, 5, 6 or plus 0, 7, 5 may be considered to be an octal integer literal. Hexadecimal individual literals are used for 0 to 9 letters and from A may be 10 or F or small f, representing 10 to 15. Okay, that is 16 digits and should be prefixed with 0x or 0x plus or no symbol, means two zeros will be there. If the number is 2, then 2 0 will be there. Is used to represent positive numbers or minus is to represent negative number. Third, minus 0x12, 0x56 or plus 0xab5 may be considered to be hexadecimal integer literals. Okay, this will be your hexadecimal integer literal. Let's talk about next literal, that is floating point literals or real literals. Point. Now here we can use the point over here. Floating point literals are used to represent fractional number, that is number with a point. Okay, as we have told before, floating by listening the name only, floating means point we can use over here. This may be positive or negative number. It may be in a positive or negative number with a point in it. It will have a point in it. For example, 12.36, 14.275, etc. Floating literals can also be represented. It can also be represented in an exponential form to represent huge real literal. Exponential form. Okay, we will discuss further what is the exponential expanded form. The exponential format, a real number is divided into two parts. It will be divided into two parts. Mantissa and exponent. Okay, Mantissa the number and exponent the value. The Mantissa represent the integer parts. Okay, integer part means 1, 2, 3. An exponent will be represented in 10 to the power of a number. 10 to the power of a number, huge number. The general format in the exponential form is integer e number representing the power of 10. Let's look over here. 0.236 can be represented as 236 into 10 raised to minus 3. It will become 0.236. Okay, 10 to the power minus 2. Okay, this can be represented like this also. This will be represented this type also and this type also. Okay, in all three cases the respective exponential form will be 236e minus 3 or 23.6 e minus 2 or 0.236e2. Okay, this will be your valid floating point literals or real literals. Okay, moving forward to next one, that is your Boolean literals. The Boolean literals can be in two states, that is true or false. It can be in a two-state Boolean number, true or false. It is usually used to represent the state of a condition. It is used to represent the state of a condition. As in Java, any condition may evaluate the either true to represent success or false to represent failure. Okay. In Java, we can say that conditions may evaluate either Boolean expression can be evaluated either in true or false. If true, then it is success. If the false, then the expression is failure. Character literals. What is character literal? Let's look after here. A character literal is a character enclosed in single quotations. Okay, it is enclosed in single quotation. Quotation, you know it. Okay. This type of quotations. Okay, single quotations. For example, A quotations and B quotations are valid examples of character literals. This character can directly be printed on any output device. It can be directly be printed on any output device and are therefore called graphic characters. Therefore, it is known as also graphic characters. No graphic characters, on other hand, are not printed directly on an output device but can be used to perform several functions. Okay, if there is no graphic characters, it will be not printed directly. It can be used for a different calculation process. Okay, performing a function. That controls the way the data gets printed on the output device. That controls the way for outputting the data on a device. For example, system.out.print. Okay, this is for output. This statement is used for output. Quotations, hello, slash and from slash and Java quotation ends will not get output. We will not get output. Hello and from and Java, but we'll get the output as hello. This type we will not get. We will get the output in this type, hello, from and Java, in one after single line. Okay, so this is because and conveys a special meaning to Java compiler, because and has some special meaning to Java compiler to represent new line. It will represent new line and means for new line. These characters are also called backslash character literal. This character and is also known as backslash character literal. These are special character literals preceded by a backslash to be used during output. It will be used for outputting the answer. These characters are also called escape sequence. It is and is also known as backslash character literals or escape sequence. The table below shows some escape sequence that are available in Java. These are some of the escape sequence that are available in Java: and new line, T, horizontal tab, single quote, double quote, backslash. Okay, these are some of the different character constants. Okay, students. So today we have discussed about literals. Okay, some more examples is going over here. So it's your work to read that example, and if you have any doubt, so you will provide me in a comment, or you can ask me on my WhatsApp number. Okay, I have given in the group. So from there I can solve your problem. So my student, today we have discussed about some of the literals. Okay, and read the topic thoroughly. We will discuss more in our next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.